Danny to throw first. Game on.
It's a race to 7, and we're no closer, 6 sets deep into this final, to knowing whose name is going to be on the 2017 World Championship trophy.
You'd still think that it's going to be the experience of Durrant, I think, you know, which would make, at this point, probably make him just about the favourite. But there have been very little between them in terms of scoring, in terms of checkouts. The statistics suggest that this one could very well go all the way.
Well, the bookies on site are betting in running, and at 3 sets apiece.
55.
Danny Noppert was just odds against, 11 to 10.
It's pretty much where he was before the match started.
And Glenn Durrant 6 to 4 on.
It's pretty much what it was, isn't it?
85.
Noppert with the darts then at the start of this 7th set. If you're just joining us,
60.
the Lakeside debutant. This time last year, as Scott Waits was winning his 2nd world title, very few knew who he was.
140.
But a terrific 2016 means he comes here as the 3rd seed, and we know who he is now, don't we?
We certainly do. He's made a lot of friends, and a very, very eye-catching and appealing darts match and darts game he has. Checkouts are pretty much identical. 12 out of 38 against 12 out of 37.
125.
Very little between them on the averages. And if you look at the first 9, Noppert with a slight advantage, but again, pretty much the same. Big numbers as well, locked together.
140.
So Durrant, 56 then for the steal of throw. This is for a break.
2 darts at double top.
Yeah,
for a break and throw.
In the first line, Glenn Durrant. Second line is Glenn to throw first. Game on.
Durrant coming back from the interval with precisely the result he would have hoped for. An early break of throw in this 7th set.
100.
Scott Mitchell, the champion 2 years ago, has been giving Glenn a pep talk. Glenn's been very nervous all day. He said he's spent a couple of hours between
16.
noon and 2, worryingly nervous.
England teammates, of course. Scott, the England team captain, so he's used to imparting advice. And he's been there, done it, got the T-shirt.
But what he said to Glenn, in fact, was, "Oh, are you nervous? Because, funnily enough, before my first final, I was fine by this stage."
Well, that'll help. Oh, that's another maximum. 9 apiece now. Gets him back onto level terms with Durrant.
Needed that treble 19. But doesn't put him on a finish.
It's unfortunate helping. 121 would look very nice.
100.
Sometimes it's like being present at some big party here. It's a bit different at the moment because I think a lot of the fans, big darts fans, not just here for the rave up, they know that this is an absolutely key phase of the match.
90.
It's the engine room of the match,
40.
isn't it? Double top for a 2-leg lead.
Yeah, that's game shot.
There's the game shot and the 2-leg advantage.
First. Game on.
Durrant building on that break and doing what's required. 2 ahead, dead level in sets.
45.
Such a good front runner, Glenn Durrant. You feel if he can get a couple of sets ahead, he could stretch his legs. and race through this. But one thing we learned about Danny Noppert this week, he will stay consistent, and very little, if anything, phases him.
Andy ton from Durrant. John Locken, the Dutch coach, he'll have been speaking to Noppert most certainly during the intervals, trying to keep his man focused, trying to keep the belief there. He said the game's 70% mental, and he said, I can't affect him as a player for what he's throwing, but I certainly can affect it the way he's thinking about the game. Brother Irvin there. Jordi's somewhere around as well.
100.
Well, this 170
you require 170.
is for the set. Not to be.
$96. Then you require 160.
160. That can still be done. Not now, though. So Durrant will return, looking to clean this one up and once again go ahead
74.
to make it 4-3. 74 needed.
20 for tops then. We haven't had a 3-0 set so far.
Yeah,
we have now.
King Sean in a 7 set. Glendoran.